season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I love the offense coming out on the first play of the game, being aggressive and going forward vertical, but the ball has got to come out on time. If it doesn't, this defense, they'll get after you, and they showed it to you right there. They were ready for pass on the first play, and they got to the quarterback for a sack.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cadets offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
To the air, it's Moses. This time it's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. He's got him. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Mikey Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Moses. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Black Knights are on the move. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Handoff from the gun. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly complete. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finding an escape route. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. A lot of urgency for this offense.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Flips it out to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Moses. Pocket breaking down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Got a man, it's Locker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Goes to the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Notre Dame right back to the line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it to the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kick is in the air. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff to the lone back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Scanning the field, it's Moses. Under fire. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they're taking care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught in the backfield, it's Locker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to the ground game on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Flips it out in the flat. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The option look. Now the toss. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the read, running to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front to go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here we go. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this
just plowing ahead. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Moses. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Swings it out to the flat. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Larson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to... for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dime.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They'll run the option. The pitch. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Moses. Using his feet to buy time. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I told the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Moses. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down and getting a fresh set of downs.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Black Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.